Hi everyone and welcome. This is Elena from Canada. I read Tarot. Tarot is an interesting instrument of a metaphoric scene of situation. This is Italian Tarot, Marseille, Italy. No, Marseille is not Italian city, but this is Italian Tarot. I don't know why it's called Marseille. So let's look into Trump administration. First of all, who is Trump as a person? Who is Mr. Trump? Yes, who is Mr. Trump? Let's figure out. This is Mr. Trump, 2 cards. And what shall we do with that? What shall we do with the drunken soldier, right? What shall we do with him? Mr. Trump. This is 6 of chalices. No, it's 6 of buttons. Mr. Trump. And another 6 of chalices. I said 6 of chalices. I told you I'm psychic and you didn't believe me, you see? Okay, 2 6. He's there for himself, for his family. 6 is a number of Venus, it's a number of family. He's there for family. He wants to leave family legacy. He's not that dumb as we think. He wants to leave a family legacy. He doesn't want to go bankrupt. He wants to get his money back. He wants to avoid court orders for him, right? Because he's a criminal, basically. He wants to secure himself a name of president who had 2 times the chair of presidency, which is very unusual for U.S. He is he's a man, doesn't matter, a person, a man, who considers himself lucky. Because Trump, he's lucky card. He has lucky card. In his deck of cards, there's 2 aces, 2 aces of clubs. He's a lucky guy. But however, these cards are not court cards, just 6 of chalices, 6 of buttons. It talks about him trying to manipulate us, so we think he's somebody. He's like a king, but he's not. He's just number 6. That's it, right? So what do we do with the drunken soldier? It's king of chalices. And 6 of swords, another 6. Wow. So all the names we gave to him come from our fear. We fear that he will impose tariffs to other countries. So if you live in US, prices for groceries and everything else will go up. We fear that he will do a lot of damage in between countries, politics, so to say. And then this damage will be beyond repair, or we put a crown on him. Because you cannot listen to J.D. Vance or other Pistachio, or what's his name, Rubio. You cannot listen to them anymore, because all their speeches started with, I have a bad news and I have a good news. Bad news that Biden did everything wrong. Good news that now we have a king that will change everything for good. So primitive, my dearest. This is so primitive. I will put cards back into the deck. It is very, very primitive. So people buy into it. I wonder, 52% of Americans buy into this. This is so primitive. Or they don't buy it. They don't buy it. They don't buy into it. Let's see. American people, what do they think of Trump? American people behave like a papessa. And they behave like a devil. Or they think that they behave like papessa, and they think that Trump and his administration is devil administration. Because he talks to religious people, right? More. Like they believe that he's from devil, from... It's not funny, but I try to make it more like, because we can change a lot, but of course, when we vote, we can change a lot. A general public can change things only when we vote, otherwise no one asks us. What I see from here, Papessa comes with book, open book. So we just see that his behavior, let's say Canadian tariffs. He just, today does one thing, tomorrow another thing. He's just like a person without a target. He doesn't know where he's going. He's like a blind man. He's like possessed by devil. He doesn't know where he's going. He's just trying. He's trying. And everything he does is not thought after. These decisions are not grounded on analysis. They're just to do something, to show activity, to show busy activity. 5 of Pentacles. One day tariffs up, another is down. Maybe he wants to help people who speculate on the market. Yeah, just it's good for people who speculate, who buy and sell stocks daily, so they can really make huge income by just, So Trump helps these people. This is just something. And the way he behaves with Canadian tariffs, this is the way we can see his character trait. Even his first presidency wasn't that bad. It was terrible. He puts tariff on Europe. He did lots of harm. However, it wasn't as bad as it's now. So we have here Papessa and a Pope. He behaves like he doesn't want to be just a king. He wants to be a Pope. He wants that people not just praising him and bow to him. He wants people consider him not just king sent from God. He wanted to be a Pope. He wanted to have the key from life. So he's. It's not funny, of course, because if you are older, that the money you created, your wealth to retire, now it can go down the drain because of his politics, right? It's not funny. Or you are a worker. Let's say you work for a company that makes cars in the U.S. Also, your work is under question now, and other things, right? Or you live in countries where his decision. It's life or death. His decisions are very important because U.S. is a very, very important country in the world. So, he behaves not just like a king, like a devil. He behaves like a Papessa and Pope at the same. He also behaves like a star, movie star. This is a star card. He wants to be visible. He wants to be brilliant like a star. He wants us to believe that we have to bow to him like J.D. Vance bows to him. Or DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio? No, I meant the other one, Rubio. It's also a stone that is very costly, right? It'll cost us a lot. It'll cost the whole world a lot of money, a lot of misfortune because of that administration that starts saying, praise the king, praise the Pope, and then they proceed saying, in every sentence they say what comes from his administration, that lady who is his speaker. Because of the king, because of him, praise him. That's because of him we have life. He is life giver. Hallelujah. That's what they do. Newborn Christians, right? Wallet. Your wallet is under question. This is Page of Swords. It's all empty promises. That the first administration was empty promises, and it continues empty promises to people. Empty promises. But it caused people a lot of grief nowadays. A lot of grief. Five of Chalices. We have 2, 5. 5 is a conflict card. It means that it's a conflict. It's going to be conflicting for years. Like, honestly, looks like we are facing maybe his impeachment or something else. There's possibility that he will be, contain. The Congress will contain him, or he will lose the presidency before his term is over. Will he lose it? I don't see it here because it's 9 of Chalices. Well, maybe people who would like him to lose his presidency, this card says your wish will come true. This is wish card. But again, he wishes that he stays. So also with crypto, I know that his wife, Melania, what's her name? He likes crypto. It's a good thing, I think, when crypto will become more official, because crypto is a transparent currency. You cannot hide crypto. That's a good thing for transparency. I'm not against crypto, but what is this? Maybe it's too early with the Chariot card talk about official use of crypto, because banks are going to sabotage it. Banks are going to have a big boom to sabotage all of that. Banks monopoly. Okay. 8 of Buttons. This card talks about us, you and me and the whole world, that hopes for the best. So why we have all of that? Why we have far-right parties that are winning everywhere in the world? People are tired from empty words. Liberal democracy talks a lot, does nothing, or does everything wrong. Taxation came to the point that it's ridiculous. In liberal democratic countries, taxation came to a ridiculous point. Now we have tariffs on top of it. I have nothing to say. There is a saying that ancient story that king sent his tax administrators to gather taxes from his colonies. So people didn't like it, but they paid. And when tax person came back, king asked, how did they behave? Oh, well, they were angry, but they paid taxes. Then king said, okay, go and get more taxes for me. So the tax person went and asked for more money from people. People were very angry, but gave more money to the king. When that tax person came back to the king asked, how did they behave? The tax person said, well, they were very angry, but they paid. The king said, okay, there is more room. Go and get more taxes for me. So the tax person went back to people, and people were crying first, and then they were laughing and celebrating. They were laughing and celebrating, and there were no more money to collect. So the tax person came back to king, and king asked, well, did you bring me money? Where the money are? And the tax person said, they don't have no more money. King asked, how did they behave? And the tax person said, well, they were having parties, celebrating, dancing, singing. And he said, yeah, there's no money, I'm sure. Because they were not afraid to lose anything. They lost hope. So they started to live here and now. So what's money? Money is, we invest money. Now investment is terrible. Like, I lost a lot of money this week. So investment doing terribly bad. And we worry about it. Will we have money for our later years? But if we don't have money, we start to celebrate life. We start to live life because we don't worry anymore. There's nothing to worry about. Trump took our money. Elon Musk took our money. Okay. So whatever he does with tariffs, because you can see yo-yo. Take, give, take, give, take, give. The same thing he does everywhere else. And when it comes to, let's say, European war, Russia against Ukraine, the same thing. He will do this, he will do this, he will do this. He will try many directions, right? So unpredictable Trump. This is what I think, because he's possessed by devil and by Pope and by Papessa. He's possessed. And he's there only for himself, for his money, for his fame, for his legacy, for his kids. He's there only for himself. And it's always like this, because devil means he's lying. When whatever he's saying, I can suggest, because that's what I do. Whatever Trump is saying, I read opposite, just upside down world. Yeah, opposite. Whatever he says, I read opposite. Let's say, make America great again. He will make America poor again. How it was poor into the Big Depression, before Brazil and Argentina were very rich countries. When was it? It was 100 years ago. It's only 100 years ago. Can you imagine? Brazil and Argentina were a rich country. America was poor. So Trump will make America poor again. No, he won't. This is a defenders. This is a Knight of Pentacles. The card says American people won't let him make America poor again. This is about Trump. Leave it or take it. Write in comments what you think about it, and we'll see you again.